Hey Susan, my name is Christina. I'm with Casey Phoenix SEO. Told you I'd get you this video over with some free SEO tips to try to set your company above your competition. So we're going to talk about three things today. It's going to be content, citations, and backlinks. To start out, content. The average site needs 1,000 to 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. And currently you only have about 300 on your front page. So you really want to make sure that you increase the amount of content, because that's what those backlinks are going to be coming to as your home page usually. So start out with that. I looked up your number one competitors when you search for CBD Kansas City, and your number one competitors are Casey Hemp Co. and they have about 500 words. So they're not beating you by much. This is very beatable, but you want to make sure that your content also includes the keywords that people are searching for. When I talk about keywords, that means what people search for in Google to find your services. That's what you want to rank for. So for instance, CBD Kansas City, I know you're in Overland Park, but you can rank for Kansas City. Because a lot of people, even, like I live in Independence, and a lot of times when I do a search, I just search Kansas City because I know people go after the whole area of Kansas City, and I don't mind driving 20 to 30 minutes if it's a business that I want to really give my money to for their services. So for CBD Kansas City, about 320 people a month are searching for that. So that's traffic that you're missing out on your page by not being on that first page of Google. So you definitely want to try to get ranked on here. The second thing that we're going to talk about are citations. In this visible section here on a Google search, we call this the Google Map Pack. This is where we see the business name, address, and phone number. And in order to rank on here, it's separate from your website actually ranking in the search down here. But in order to rank here, you have to get citations. And what a citation is when you submit your information into a directory, like Yellow Pages, Yelp, City Star, Facebook counts as a citation, so I know you're on there. But you really want to get as many citations as possible to beat out your competition. One of the resources I'm going to show you today is called whitespark.ca. It costs about $30 a month, but it's a citation finder you can use, and you can stack up against your competition and see where you're at. So you're sitting at 29 citations right now, which tells me that it could be something that is in part of your Google My Business where you're not listing yourself as serving the Kansas City area as well. You might be. The other issue that it could be is maybe you just don't have enough photos on your Google My Business. You don't have the photos optimized for SEO. So there's a few different things that tie in. And the other thing is the power that your citations are bringing. So if you pull up your information, you can see over here, this DA is domain authority. Basically, it's the power that these sites bring back to you. And you'll notice a couple of them are in the lower numbers. 100 is the highest. And then some down here are not bringing you any power, because it's a question mark. And then some of these low ones are bringing you barely anything. So even though you have 29 citations, it doesn't mean that they are better than what your competition's doing. So I wouldn't get rid of any of those citations. I would just go after more. And you want to beat them by a lot, like 50 plus. So I would start out, if I were you, by just listing your website under, I'd go after 80 citations to just completely blow them out of the water. That way, even if they try to catch up, you're already a step ahead. And the good thing about this resource is that you can also click on your competition, do a side-by-side comparison, and see where they're listed that you're not. So that's one resource. The last thing that we're going to talk about is backlinks. So backlinks we call link juice, and basically it works like site A points to site B. Site A is the link juice, which gives site B more authority in Google's eyes. It's kind of like a popularity contest. So generally speaking, the more link juice you have, the more popular you are. That being said, though, some backlinks are not created equal, and they're going to be more effective if you have a relative site linking back to you. For instance, if you had a site talking about, the benefits of CBD in a blog post that had a link back to your page, that's going to give you more authority than a blog about pizza because you don't sling pizzas for a living. So you want it to be specific to what you're doing and what you're selling and what services that you give. So another resource here called Ahrefs is ahrefs.com that you can go out and get. It costs about $100 a month. There's some different plans in here, but the $100 is plenty, and that's on their lower end. But it shows you what your website's doing. So currently you're sitting at 59 domains, so 59 different websites with 316 backlinks to your site. Your top competitors, Casey Hemp, have 113 domains with 7.2 thousand backlinks to your site. So that's the next thing you want to do, is really go after those backlinks, and to beat them out you need to have more backlinks. But you want to make sure that it's backlinks that have to do with the keywords that you're looking for, and make sure it's relative, because I'm sure that even if we click here on their backlinks, actually want to go to the domains, you can see where all of their backlinks are coming from and what kind of power they're getting. So just like the citations, and how many links they have from each one. So see right here, cbd.fm, they have 6,000 links coming from there, but there's almost no power coming from it, and no do follow links. So that's something that you can break down with them. So they have a high number, but over 6,000 of them, so really only 1,000 of them are even quality backlinks, and that's even if those 1,000 are quality. So that's something that this website does, is allows you to break that down and see which one are good links, and then you can do the same thing and go out after those links. So those are the 3 things that we talked about today. That content, making sure that you're at that 1,000 to 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. Citations, get your site listed, get your name, phone number, and address listed in as many citations as you can, but make sure that you're at least beating your competition by, I would say, a minimum of 50 citations. And then link juice, getting those backlinks, make sure that they're quality and they have to do with what you're selling. I hope this video helps. If this is something that you need some help with, or you just don't have the time to do it, absolutely give me a call at 816-323-4100. Again, my name is Christina with Casey Phoenix SEO, and thanks for the time of watching this video.